Everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. We are taking a look at something new on the table here, but before we start, I would absolutely love it if you guys hit that like button because it does help out my channel. Also, if you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you here full time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, and don't forget to ring the bell so you can be notified anytime I put up a new video. What are we taking a look at today? Well, this one here is called the Sencut Tynan. This is definitely a budget-friendly knife. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm actually an affiliate for, or I do have a discount code for Sencut, so I'll leave that down there in the description. It does give you a discount if you use that code, and all proceeds that I get from it go back into the channel to help with things like shipping and knives for giveaways for you guys. All right, let's get into this. So, what do you get for your $47.60? That is a bargain, and that's not even with the discount code. So, what do you get for that? Well, let's start out by, you are going to get a 10CR15 COMOV blade. It is stone-washed with a gray stonewash, and if you guys can see that in this light, it's actually a very well-done stonewash. I really like it. It's got a nice flat grind on it. The handle is stainless steel. And as you can see here, it is a frame lock. And it does run on caged ceramic bearings. Now, for my lefties out there, you do get some lefty love with this knife, which I'm always a fan of that. I love to have knives that I can show to my lefties so that they know, too, that they get some lefty love with it. All right. You've got a pocket clip on this that has really good retention. So my big thing is I like to have a good pocket clip with some good retention on it. And let's go ahead and show you what it's going to look like in the pocket. So it is a deep carry clip, but not really a deep carry. So as you can see there, you're going to have about a 1/4 inch sticking out of your pocket, which isn't bad. That's kind of where, you know, my happy place. If it's going to stick out of my pocket, I only want it to be out about a 1/4 inch. The clip, so let's go back. The handle is pretty thin, and I really do like that. It fits really well in hand. It's very comfortable to me. You do have some jimping on the back of the blade, so if you would like to choke up on this, you are able to. Therapeutic Edge is over here making choking faces at me. But you can choke up on it. I do like the clip. My only issue is that the ramp on it is a little bit high. So because of where it does sit in my hand, it is a little bit of a hot spot. But because I don't do a lot of hard use with my knives, you know, if we go camping or hiking or whatever, I may be chopping up some wood or maybe doing some, you know, shaving of it, but nothing really hard use. For what I have used it for, which is pretty much my usuals, I may use it in the kitchen. We tend to cut up rope or paracord here to just test it out, see how slicey it is. Packages, tape, cardboard, you know, the usual stuff. That it has all worked very well for. It is very smooth. I have to say, I do really enjoy the smoothness of this knife. It's very sharp. It comes out of the box very sharp. And it's got a nice thin edge on it. Nice thin blade there. So cutting edge. I really do love that. This, I don't know that I'd really call this like a finger choil. It is, but it's a very small one. Works great for my hands. Now, here's the thing for me. The clip is not a hot point if I am choked up and using the choil because I'm up and away from the edge of it. So my thought is because of where it sits right on the edge of my hand, if you are going to have larger hands, I don't think the clip is going to be as much of a hot point for you. But that's just my opinion, and I don't know what a Therapeutic Edge said on this. So, and I didn't ask him, actually. So that is something that I would actually have to find out. For $47.60, you really just, you can't go wrong. It's a great budget knife. Sencut is a great company. I've really enjoyed being able to work with them. I'm just stoked that they gave me a coupon code so that I can pass that on to you guys. I think that's absolutely awesome. Let's do some comparisons here, measurement-wise. Let's take a look at it next to the bug out. So you can see it is basically the same size. So I call the bug out kind of a medium size, small to medium. And that's exactly where I'd put the Tynan, in that same category. Going with a, well, we can use kind of something the same size, which would be the Deca. For those of you that know the Deca, again, you're looking at the same size. And we can take a look at it next to the Baby Banter here, which is absolutely a small knife. So as you can see, that's more of a medium size. I usually try to have the rat out here, which I'm looking for, and I do not have it out. But usually I do like to compare it to that because most people know that one. Hang on, guys, I'm looking for it here. And here we go. So a lot of people are familiar with the rat one. I like to bring that one out and just kind of show you the size comparison on that. The rat, it's definitely a large size knife. So again, I'm putting that in the medium or the small to medium size category. All right. This has been wonderful because it kind of has your little upswept blade here for cutting, for pull cuts, for stabbing, for sticking into things. It's been absolutely wonderful. The ergonomics of the handle are really nice. You've got a bit of a down turn here, like the way it's contoured. But again, it's very thin. If we want to look at it next to, say, the Bug Out, you can see it's actually even thinner than the Bug Out. Some people do not like that because the thinner handles are sometimes harder to grab onto, or they tend to be a little more, I'll say, tiresome on the hands as you use it. But for me, with a smaller hand, I actually really, really enjoy it. As I said, I tend to choke up on this one. Super comfortable, but it's great. I've been using it in the kitchen even as a paring knife, and it works wonderfully. So I have not had an issue with it. I actually sat the other night and cut up some. If you guys had seen, I had some Blackbeard fire starters. I had some of their fire plugs, and those are kind of a wax-coated, almost like a rope or a cottony kind of material. And it just slices right through it. I love it. And cleans up very nicely. So if you are looking for a budget-friendly knife, I do suggest this one. I think it's really good for the price. I think you're going to get a great deal. Again, it is more for, in my opinion, it's good for smaller hands. I think larger hands would also fit this very well, simply because of the fact that you can choke up on it. If I get it on camera for you guys. But yeah, I think Sencut's doing some good things. I've been really happy with all the knives that we've had from them. Never had any issues. If I had anything ever wrong, one time I busted off a pocket clip and I talked to them and I got a new pocket clip, and to me their customer service is good. Again, no problems. So I've really enjoyed them. I hope you guys can get your hands on one. You can try it out, and I truly hope that you enjoy one as much as I do. All right, you guys, that has been the Sencut Tynan. Again, I will leave the discount code link down in the description. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave it down in the comment section. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, thanks for joining me.